too many button clicks.
No need to fake it, we all got some shit. My heart keeps breaking.
Alright guys, here we go. Alright guys, starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to the Tangent Gamer Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 5. Huge week in gaming. Biggest one, we will talk close to the very end of the podcast, so stay tuned. But man, did you get your hands on a 3080? Well, you can if you go on eBay. Definitely check that out. Oculus came out with a new headset. Nintendo had a Direct, and so much more. So please stay tuned to the Tangent Gamer Podcast and join us for this amazing journey in gaming news. Here we go. Welcome everybody, and TJ, my gosh, you are a tiny man up there. How are you doing? How's everybody doing today?
Wonderful.
Everybody doing good? Everybody doing great? And everybody's all resized to different everythings right now. This is great. Is that everybody doing good?
Yeah, we're doing
good,
real good. Glad to be here.
That's great. Well, Steven, man, I mean, welcome back. How are you doing, sir?
Doing all right. Just enjoying it.
Just enjoying everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fantastic. Winton, man, welcome. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. A little tired, but I'm doing good. Hanging in there.
Tired, man. You must be working hard on your stuff as well, huh?
Well, that and the chaos that occurred on Wednesday with the Ps5 pre-orders.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, I can't wait to find out exactly what happened on your take. Fabian, man, welcome. Looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice. And TJ, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
Working hard or hardly working?
A little both.
Nice.
What up?
Eileen just shared our stream. Thank you, Eileen, for that wonderful share. Please, everybody else, share. I would love for y'all to spread the word of the great gaming news that we're about to bring y'all today. So here, let me go ahead and do this real quick because one thing I keep on shrinking for some reason over here. And TJ, you shrunk over here a little bit. Let me go ahead and fix that. And let's go ahead and fix that. Beautiful. Everybody's beautiful again. So
Except for Fabian.
Oh God. God. All right, there we go.
High risk cameras.
Beautiful. All right, well, first, let's go ahead and start on our first topic. As we know, NVIDIA announced their new graphics card, but AMD, on their side, they also showed off their new graphics card. So if you actually go on Fortnite, they actually
Fortnite.
Yes, I know. If you go on Fortnite, they have their own code up to go ahead and jump in the AMD RX 6000 series GPU map, where it's just a giant 6000 series GPU that you can jump on, play on, shoot on, all that wonderful good stuff. Guys, I'm tired of Fortnite. revealing everything and doing all
Fortnite in general.
So, Steven, what's your?
I mean, you're just gonna have to get used. Oh,
Man, why is everything just resizing automatically? That's so weird. So. Take on this, man. What do you think about this?
What's that? What's that?
What's your take on this, man? What do you think?
I think it makes absolutely no freaking difference whatsoever. Reveal, the whole the graphics are on Fortnite. It's like, yay, it's still whatever. It didn't really make a big splash. It was a really cool idea. I don't think that it was like anything to really shake a stick at, especially in Fortnite. I think what they're doing is like it's a huge marketing thing that they're trying to do, is trying to pull everybody in. Like, hey, look, this is the new thing. Where they're trying to put it in front of as many faces as possible, even though they're mostly 12-year-olds who can't buy graphics cards at that price point. But yeah, just saying. So, yeah.
Winton, what's your take on this, man?
I mean, it just comes to show how big and popular Fortnite is. Fortnite is pretty much getting all the major publicity. People are still playing it to this day. Not just little kids, but even grown-ass men like us. So, I mean, it's bound... I mean, cool. They got the chance to announce the new graphics cards for AMD, but it's all about marketing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Fabian, I mean, this is a big graphics card, man. I mean, that's not going to fit in my computer. Do you plan on going out, and is this going to be like your first graphics card pickup if you were to go build out a PC because they showed it off like this?
Nope.
Nope.
And it's just to promote it, pretty much. I mean, Fortnite is still one of the most popular games out right now. I mean, Ninja's back on it as well, so that gives you an example. I'm pretty much sure that anybody that promotes in that game is going to get major publicity, so smart for them to do that.
Definitely. TJ, man, what's your take on this?
I'm so tired of Fortnite. I get it though. I mean, it's one of the most popular games out there, so of course they're going to use it. And like Fabian said, Ninja's back on it, so God knows the millions of people that are watching Ninja and see that and they're just like, oh boy.
I want an AMD graphics card.
Yeah. Fortnite. Why not?
It's Fortnite in 4K and with ray tracing, guys. Come on, that sells it right there.
Sure. Pro players don't even play at like max settings. So what's the? I mean,
promotion.
It's just promotion. That's all it is.
Now they can. But you know who else? You know what other people got excited for? VR. Guys, Facebook came out with their own little Facebook Connect. Okay, and they showed off their new Oculus Quest 2. What's the difference between the Oculus Quest 1?
What happened? What happened?
You got better refresh rates, and then also as well, I think. Let me see. It's also completely wireless. Starting price of it is $299.99. So you don't need a computer, I think, for this one. I think this one just has an onboard computing system on it. I think so. I want to say yes. So, yeah, guys, I mean, first off, it looks sleek, it looks nice. Just got to give them your Facebook password. You got to create a Facebook account. So,
okay.
let me see. Oh, there's a huge echo apparently again.
Yeah, I think the echo's actually on the when we have everybody on the one screen. That's when the echo is. When we have individual images, it's fine. It's solid. It's solid. So it's on the one where everybody's in on it. So something is playing over it.
I'm not showing anything on my end.
Let me see here. Hold on. Other box, desktop audio. All right, now try. See what happens.
We'll see what happens here. So yes, completely wireless. Also, as well, they talked about their new games coming out for the Quest as well. They talked about Ubisoft is actually partnering with. TJ, you okay, man?
No.
What's going on?
Tired VR.
Well, apparently it's the future, man, and they made that very clear with Ubisoft, and they stated it themselves. VR is the future of gaming.
And you said that yourself, like 4 years ago when it first came out. Everyone's console.
It's still standing.
Do you even own a VR headset?
Well, details.
Man. Trying to promote it the most.
But yes, so they talked about a bunch of games. Ubisoft is actually partnering with Facebook, the Oculus team, and releasing some of their games onto the platform. Also, as well, creating 2 new games, a new Assassin's Creed game, and a new Splinter Cell game. The Splinter Cell game that everybody asked for.
It's gonna be VR, man.
VR, yes, sir.
Bro, Ubisoft. We only asked for one thing. Action adventure, stealth, first person or single player campaign. Splinter Cell. You don't want it on VR. Who asked for VR?
No, you want it in VR.
No. I want a regular game. Not a VR game.
We'll bring it back. In VR.
Also, as well,
I don't know.
you can also
there's a game on there.
they're releasing a new Star Wars game on there. It's called Star Wars. What's it called? Star Wars: Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, coming out holiday. Jurassic World Aftermath, essentially the scene in the first Jurassic Park where they're running away from the well, I guess that's every Jurassic Park movie. Away from dinosaurs trying to survive. Clever girl. Medal of Honor: Above and Beyond comes out December 11th on the Oculus Quest 2. Population 1, which is a VR battle royale game where you get to climb anything, climb everything, you get to shoot, build walls and everything, states that it's coming soon. There's no actual release date as of yet. It just says coming soon. One of my favorite games on VR, actually. I have played VR multiple times, but I don't own one. But Beat Saber is my favorite game. I love my rhythm games. It's coming out with a multiplayer on the Quest 2. And that's coming out on October 13th with a BTS music pack. So if you're a huge K-pop fan, this is a big deal. They're coming out with little chibi forms characters in the game. And that one comes out in November. So, I mean, also as well, the game Myst, a game that came out back in 1993, a puzzle game that was on the PC, is now coming to VR. They're redoing it, coming out, it just says later this year.
I'll get the
The Climb 2, which is pretty much rock climbing VR, is coming out, and that's coming out. Oh, that one says coming soon as well. Warhammer 40K Battle Sister. So you're in the trenches of the war in a Warhammer 40,000 game. Cool action shooter adventure game. comes out later this year. Pistol Whip 2089 Holiday 2020 is a sci-fi shooter where androids and robots take over the world, and you got to try to survive. Comes out Holiday 2020. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners October 13th.
Mr. Robotic.
I don't get it.
Anyways, go on.
I'm sorry. My computer is being moved around and stuff as I'm talking, so it's. But Sniper VR is also coming to the Quest 2. That one's coming soon, and VR is apparently doing so well in Japan that they're releasing 5 titles on the Quest 2 over there. As far as those titles go, I'm not going to try to say them to not try to, hurt anybody or hurt myself trying to say it. But yeah, apparently the Quest 2 was the answer that people were looking for, besides the fact that you have to give out your personal information to log into it. Guys, this is $299, $300 essentially for the starting price of this VR headset. Is this the headset that we've been looking for? Like the good introduction into VR that we were all looking for here?
No.
Wait, before we answer this question, did you say that VR is doing good in Japan?
Yes.
So it's doing better than Xbox?
I wouldn't say.
Oh god! Here we go. Jesus Christ!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what? At least we're trying to go over there. All right.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
We're trying to hit all markets. But VR is too, and apparently it is doing well. I mean, they have actual VR cafes over there, so I mean, it is a thing. It is popping, which is why that they're doing their focus over there. Joe says, "Ain't nobody looking to get into VR." Facebook. Well, Joe, thank you for joining us. Please like this. Please share it. Let the world know. But apparently he's not a VR fan. I'm a VR fan. $300, good entry level. Guys, back me up here.
Is this the cheapest VR headset currently?
It sounds like the cheapest one.
Huh.
Now, mind you, that's the starting price. I don't know what else comes with it. It just says starting price $300.
I mean, if you're really interested in starting to play VR games, I don't see why not. Especially if this is the cheapest VR headset. Kudos to Oculus and Facebook to try to make it more affordable for people who are wanting to jump in. As long as you are not required to have a PC with it, then I think that's a pretty good starting point.
Definitely. TJ, the big VR fan over here. Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed, coming to VR. Will you go out and buy a VR now because of this?
Absolutely not.
Why, man?
Absolutely not.
I would say good for them for making a product that's working when it's getting out there, and they're putting some AAA titles on there. Good for them. But me personally, I wouldn't get something like that. That's a nay for me.
That's a.
It's VR. I know you've seen the videos with me with VR chat and stuff like that. VR can be a fun experience if you have the right people to join you. I mean, would you, like, let's say if I went out and bought it, would you be able to join in with me, man, and help me out?
Maybe if you beg me enough. I mean, the way I see it is, if you were to decide to go for VR or let's say the Xbox Series S, I would go for the Xbox Series S. That's how I'd put it.
You know, I never even made that comparison. That's a very good comparison.
That's what I. If you bought it for me, yes. But I don't know about doing that whole physical movement. I don't know. I just like being lazy and just using a controller like everybody else, right? Am I right? Or a keyboard in some cases, right, Steven?
Oh yeah.
Joe also says that also Facebook Oculus is going to have to require a Facebook login, I believe, in 2 years. Actually, no. It's starting with this headset. They will require Facebook login. So, guys, yes, because Oculus is owned by Facebook, it is definitely going to require your Facebook login. Steven, man, I mean, I know that you have a VR headset, right?
I do. I have the HTC Vive.
Okay, so as somebody who has experienced VR, a 90 hertz refresh rate, 1920, I think it was 1080 by 1920 resolution per eye, so to limit that screen door effect, and also completely wireless. I mean, is this a good starting entry point for a VR or somebody who's just even trying to dabble in VR?
I think so. $299. I mean, even when I saw it come out, I was like, "Ooh, $299. That's a good price point." What you have to, because there's a lot of people out there that get, you put a VR headset on, and immediately, like I even did it a little bit myself. I got motion sickness, and I was like, whoa! I was like, because you move forward in some of those things, and if you're not sitting right, or if your brain doesn't compute that you're not moving, but you are moving in your eyes, so your eyes are tricking your brain, and so part of it is clarity. Like when you're looking around inside the headset, or just kind of doing this, is that the edges are focused, the screen is focused. You don't get too much, into it, but what you want is in VR is the ability to zone in, like to you don't want to lose the experience that you get going into those things. At $299 with all the different specs and like different games, I have a buddy of mine that plays on his Oculus One. He loves it. Oculus 2 at $299 being what it is, it's fantastic. It's so awesome. So yeah. I think this is definitely good.
Yeah, and I mean, again, VR. I don't see it as the main, gaming console or the main gaming entertainment that you have, but I do see it as another experience into the game, into the worlds of gaming. So, guys, please check it out. Let me know if you decide to get a Facebook Connect, or if you decide to get the Oculus Quest 2. Please let us know. Put it in the comments. I mean, we'll invite you on. Ask what your experience is. So please, you can go on our website, get in contact with us at tangentgamerpodcast.com. You can hit us up on Twitch, or you can hit us up on Facebook as well. So please let us know. Next up, Nintendo. They finally ended the production of the 3DS and 2DS. So if you actually go to their Japan website, the Japan website was actually archived. They immediately just redirected the page. But if you go to the actual Japan website, and then if you retranslate it, Google will automatically do that for you. They do state, and I quote here, 3DS is finally out of production. Twitter is flooded with gratitude such as thank you and thank you for your hard work. That was on the Nintendo website itself. So, guys, I mean, the 3DS had a good run. I hardly touched mine. Mine is in pristine condition. I love it, though. I still have it. My Smash Brothers one.
I still have my original back in like 05, was it?
Yeah, and I mean, I loved it when I was using it. I had no problems with it whatsoever. It was a great console. But yeah, it is finally ending production. They're going to start focusing more on their new handheld, which is the Switch, and hopefully they announce a Switch 2 here pretty soon. So I'm not going to have you all discuss on that. Obviously, that's a little.
I play my Pokemon games.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah. I go back. My DS doesn't get used. But
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know they were still making games for it.
Yep.
I don't know if they were still making games for it, but I think they were still producing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if they were still making, which would make sense once you stop making games for it. Eventually,
It's gonna fade
fade
out.
out. But yeah, it is ended its career now. So guys, if you have one, get them while they're hot, or if you don't have one, get them while they're hot, because. Next up, speaking of Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct Mini. So they announced a couple of new games. People were kind of hoping they would announce their next gen console, which was the rumored. The echo on Steven's mic is bad. Ooh. Thank you, James, for letting me know that. Steven, you might want to check your audio real quick. So they announced a bunch of new games. People were hoping that they were going to announce their new console, but they didn't. They only announced a couple of games. One of the couple of the games that they announced was 2 Monster Hunter games. They announced Monster Hunter Rise, which comes out March 26th on the Switch. That is going to be your normal Monster Hunter game. Also, as well, they announced the other Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin, which comes out summer 2021. So on that one, the RPG, it's going to be a classic RPG game in a Monster Hunter style. So those RPG fans who aren't really into the action of the Monster Hunter world can actually go ahead and enjoy that as well. Fitness Boxing 2, Rhythm and Exercise, so people get their workout in. December 4th. Disgaea 6, Defiance of Destiny, comes out this summer. Empire of Sin, which they actually showed off, I believe, on an Xbox showcase at E3 a couple of years ago. It was the mobster RPG game that they never really announced a release date for. It finally has a release date, comes out December 1st. Sniper Elite comes out holiday 2020. The Long Dark, which is an older game on the Xbox, at least as far as I know. I don't know as far as the PlayStation or PC goes, but I think I got that game back in the 2014 or 2015. Well, that's finally coming out on Switch. Hades, which what everybody got excited for, came out that day, on Thursday, that the Nintendo Direct actually happened. Wonderworld. I don't know much about that one. I took a quick glance at it. It's a 3D platformer game, comes out March 16th. And Rune Factory 5 comes out sometime next year. And the big drop was Ori, the Will of the Wisp, what came out that day as well on Thursday. Also as well, coming out in October, they're releasing a physical form of it that is... that comes with Ori and the Blind Forest in a collector's edition case. That one comes out in October. So, guys, this mini direct, this came out a little bit after the PlayStation event, which we'll get to here in a second. Do you think that kind of got overshadowed?
Maybe. I like Ori games. I think it's really awesome. I think that I don't know. I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm trying to have an opinion about it. It's hard to pull. Like it's hard to really think about what it is. Go ahead. I mean, what do you think about that, Fabian? What are you pulling from that?
I mean, it's a very beautiful game, but aside from that,
I mean, this whole direct, none of y'all looked excited for this direct whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure not a lot of people even knew that this came out because it got overshadowed tremendously by a bunch of other events that happened. I mean, was this the right move for Nintendo to go ahead and we have a bunch of games?
They should have. I think they should have waited. With everything that went on this week, I think they should have waited. At least like another week or so. There's a lot release for pre-orders for the PlayStation, Ubisoft, and all this news is coming out. So I think they should have waited a little bit.
All right, and let me see, Winton. I mean, I'm pretty sure you were aware of this event, but I mean, do you feel how I'm feeling about this? Like, I feel Nintendo did not have a fighting chance on explaining and showing off these games.
It's not just that. I don't feel like they were overshadowing anything. It's just a mini direct doesn't compare to like the main Nintendo directs that they do, here and there throughout the year. The mini direct is pretty much catered to fans of certain games that are coming out for Nintendo.
Yeah, like
hardcore fans. I don't really think that this was something that they were wanting to hope that it would just catch, attention from the gaming community. It's just something that, they normally just release here and there throughout the year. And it's just, we get so many of them. We get so many mini directs that it's hard to keep up with. So.
And I think Max lost his audio.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We can.
TJ, tell me your thought. I mean, I know you're not a huge Nintendo guy, but if this was anybody, do you think that this was the right time to announce games?
I mean, like you said, there was a lot that happened this past week, even these past few weeks. So I definitely feel like Nintendo probably should have waited a little bit to let the dust settle before they started coming out with their stuff. So I feel like everyone was coming out with stuff, and so they were just like, oh, we got stuff too, so.
Yeah, and part of that's even just staying up on it.
Yeah. Like I said, the games that they release it's more for like hardcore gamers for like the specific games too. So
Hardcore Nintendo players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, I mean, there's not much to talk about as far as that Nintendo event goes because, again, it just got overshadowed. But, guys, please give Nintendo a chance here. Take a look at what they're offering. Next, Call of Duty League. It's very, 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 well known throughout the Call of Duty community. Well, apparently, they are now switching over to a PC. All PCs during the league, but the only way that you can play it on PC is through controller. So they're not allowing mouse or keyboard support whatsoever. Steven, do you think that makes everything fair?
No, I mean, yes, it does. And the reason why I say that is because you don't have people with Twitch aim on controller or a PC keyboard and mouse playing against people on controller who have aim assist. Like, that makes it a world of difference. And a lot of the people that are playing Call of Duty and a lot of the people who are even playing games like Apex Legends is the same thing that they're running into is that, when they're playing on controller and you're popping to people and you're using the ADS, it just clicks to them. Just like in Call of Duty. So that's what they're having a problem with is that, and I think that's what Apex is trying to fix right now too, is that pop to effect that you get with aim assist. And with everybody working on controller, everybody's on the same keel. You're not having one person, oh, well, he's on controller and he's on PC and this is why this happened. They're trying to eliminate that variable, which is definitely helpful for them.
No, definitely. And while you were talking, I didn't want to interrupt you, but
no, you're good.
The bench jockey actually just started following us. So
thank you
so much for following us here.
Bench jockey is a good friend of mine, so that's awesome. Thank you, dude.
Winton, tell me, man. I mean, the Call of Duty fans, they know mouse and keyboard is going to be better. So the people who were on PC are now having to drop down to controller. Do you think that makes everything fair there?
Well, the Call of Duty League has always been controller. I don't think they ever did mouse and keyboard. So
but they were running just on PS4s, right?
They were running on consoles. I think with the announcement of PC, it's going to make it easier for them to do like the LAN setups and everything when it comes to handling the tournaments and the games within those competitions.
Nice. Let me see. TJ, tell me, man. Call of Duty tournaments, no mouse and keyboard. Still, I'm pretty sure people are still wanting that. They're still going to stick with controller. I mean, are you a mouse and keyboard player or a controller?
I mean, for games like that, I'm definitely controller.
Definitely controller. So, you would see this as a beneficial aspect then? Go from PC,
I would see it as a beneficial thing for people. I would see it as a beneficial thing for people who are on controller all the time. But for people who like play all day and practice all day on keyboard, and then they go to these tournaments and they're on controller, maybe if they're not so familiar with it, or maybe they can pick it up right away. I guess it's kind of like a hit or miss type deal.
And Fabian, man, so the mouse and keyboard issue, like TJ was saying, the people who actually play on mouse and keyboard they don't have a fighting chance on this. But I mean, now that they're putting PCs in, do you think that later on down the line that they might start adding mouse and keyboard support?
They've always, it's like Winston said, they've always done console, and it's always been controller for the tournaments. Switching to PC, it makes everything run smoother in regards to the LAN. But they're still keeping it to where you're playing with a controller. So it keeps it still fair across the board, but it makes everything run smoother with PC. So I think they'll keep it like that. I mean, if enough people complain about it, I guess, they might consider it. But you have to keep it fair across the board when it comes to keyboard and mouse and controller, because you can't have someone having more advantage than the other. So unless everybody complains about it, they might do it. Otherwise, it'll just remain as a controller for the tournaments.
I think we're getting confused on the setup that they're doing for. Not like players can choose either to do like keyboard, mouse, or a controller. It's just
they're just changing the console.
Yeah, they're changing the console.
Yeah, but now this might actually, because this is what I'm hoping, because there are actual mouse and keyboard players out there, and so moving to PC, people were actually kind of expecting that, hey, maybe mouse and keyboard actually has a chance now to actually join in on this, but no, they are still sticking with controllers.
On people like across the board to not have that variable play into it. I think that with what Winton was saying earlier, with the how the networking goes into everything and being able to control things remotely instead of having to worry about a technician to be on the floor to have to connect into that machine to figure out what the hell's going on. It's so much easier for them to control the situation that they're in. I think it's a good option. I know there might be some people out there that don't like it, but it is what it is. It's more stable and it looks nicer, and everything is much easier to control from a spectator standpoint as well too. So
nice. Well, now that being said, these PCs, they're gonna be running probably on some high-end graphics cards. But are they going to be running on 3080s if they got their hands on some? Because those 3080s, they sold out so fast. Fabian was kind of right on this. Fabian kind of called the shoe bots were actually, we'll call them shoe bots. They actually got all the pre-orders. It was so bad that in less than 20 seconds, they sold out. Everywhere sold out because of those darn shoe bots, Fabian. Your shoe bots did it. So now the only place that you can get it is eBay. The 3080, the RTX 3080 is eBay, the only place where you can get it. For how much, you say?
Resale value, I bet you. Oh my goodness.
$70,000? $50,000?
Yeah, you want it? Guess what? You're gonna pay me, mother.
Yeah, that's the whole resale. Like that's what I'm saying about the bots. What Max is talking about is me. I'm a sneakerhead. It's just an example. Whenever a rare shoe is out, people get bots to reserve a spot for them to be able to get the shoe. They pay for the bot, and then basically they get the shoe, and then they resell the shoe for triple or quadruple the resale value or the value from the original price. So I'm pretty sure that's what everybody was going to do regardless. And yep, you just confirmed it.
Yeah, and the bench jockey actually just confirmed that the 2080 Ti's, those graphics cards actually jumped in price by $500 after the 3080 dropped.
Oh,
Wait, they jumped up?
they jumped up because of the resale value for the. Oh my goodness, people are
But like,
terrible.
well, I
Why
was
is
thinking
this
about.
why is this so shitty?
Yeah,
Because I was thinking about buying a 3080, but I'm just gonna get that 2080. Oh, well, guess what, mother trucker? You're gonna have to buy the old one
for
much more
resale
expensive.
value as well.
Yeah, that's what scalpers do, man.
Oh,
They get it,
so-
they'll give you all the other options, and then they'll screw you on those too.
Pretty
Oh
much.
my god.
But
Yeah.
that being said, the people are fighting back. So a lot of people, what they're doing, one guy actually created a program specifically for the 3080 people that are scalping it on eBay. The bot would automatically outbid when somebody bid for it to raise the price up, and he knows that the account's going to get banned or whatever, but he doesn't care. He's inflating the price to a point to where people would not want to buy it. And there's other people posting up the 3080 paper edition, where it is just a piece of paper that has 3080 written on it. Now, he's not trying to scam. These people are not trying to scam out the people of their money. They know that people aren't going to bid on it. But what they're doing is trying to prevent the people from actually, inflating the price up so much. So, yeah, the 3080 was as popular as people thought, and you're looking at a house down payment in order to win.
Oof.
Yeah, it's awesome.
ridiculous.
So yeah, but you know who else had a good, awesome, huge announcement? Sony PlayStation 5 price and release date finally got revealed, guys. So I am just gonna go down the list here with y'all. Again, just blast it, and I'm gonna ask y'all exactly what you think. Please don't jump ahead, because I know there was more stuff added onto it, but I promise we will get to it. So during this keynote, they announced Final Fantasy 16. It was, now mind you, when they showed it off, it was running on a PC. It was not running on a PS5, and they did not announce a release date. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a PS5 and PS4 game coming out holiday 2020, and they did officially announce that it is going to be $50. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy 2021. Now, this game, they showed it off, looks very beautiful, looks gorgeous. It is coming out on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, they showed off the campaign for that. They showed the campaign trailer. They also announced that the multiplayer was going to be playable on the 18th on the PS4. So people got to beta test that. So and Fabian, Fabian will be able to tell us a little bit more because he's been playing it. And Winston, have you been playing it? Nope. Well, Fabian has, and he will be able to tell us a little bit more on that. Resident Evil Village, or Resident Evil 8, is coming out 2021. They did not announce a specific time in 2021. They just said 2021. Deathloop, the timed exclusive, is coming out on PS5 on the second quarter of 2021. Let me see. We also have Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Now, what makes this special Obviously, updated graphics. You got a new playable character. You also got a. Sorry, guys, that was me. And also a super turbo mode, so you can play the game faster and quicker. Yeah, that one is going to be a launch title, so that one is going to come out the day that the console comes out. Oddsworld Soulstorm, the game that can only be made on this new console. The game looked like, as Steven quoted very perfectly, lemmings. It looked like lemmings. The older crowd would know what that game is. The younger crowd might not know that so much. So, also, everybody's excited for Five Nights at Freddy's Breach. Security Breach. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yes, Security Breach. It looked decent. It looked okay. Now, Demon's Souls. All right, there is an S after demon. So I kept on saying it without the S, and people were correcting me like crazy. Demon's Souls is coming out on PS5 and PS5 only. They did state that it was coming out on PS5, PC, and other platforms. But PlayStation did announce that that was by accident, and that was by human error. They did state that this was going to be a launch title, and the game is going to be $70. They also announced more Fortnite. They showed off Fortnite again. PlayStation Plus collection. I'm going to have Winton, because Winton knows this one a lot better than I do, so I'm going to have Winton when it comes time to announce what PlayStation Plus collection is. And then at the end, or close to the end, they announced the Ps5 price reveal. So they announced that the PS5, the one with the hump, is going to be $500. $499.99. The PS5 digital edition, is going to be $400, $399.99. And both of those consoles will be coming out November 19th, guys. So what that is that's 1 week later after the the Xbox consoles come out. Oh, 12th, and then everywhere on the 19th. Yes. Yeah, it comes out on the 12th, and then the Xbox comes out on the 10th, right? Yes. Yep. Yeah, so guys, I see Black Friday fights happening before Black Friday. So y'all get y'all's battle armor ready. And then everybody, they announced it, they said it was going to happen. God of War Ragnarok was teased. Yes, guys, it happened. So guys, I'm gonna go to Winton first. Winton, please tell me, man. First, can you please explain what PlayStation Collection is? Because they did announce some backwards compatibility. Please explain what this is.
So PlayStation Plus Collection is different from the PS4 backwards compatibility. If you, let's say you're a new owner of a PS5, you never played any of the titles from PS4's generation, when you purchase the PS5 and you purchase PlayStation Plus, you'll get free access to 18 of the best PS4 games to play at launch day one. So like God of War, Ratchet & Clank 2016, Bloodborne, Uncharted 4, and a bunch of other amazing games. You'll be able to just download the games, play them right then and there with your PS Plus subscription, and there's no extra costs. So it's just whatever you pay for PS Plus, you'll be able to play those games. And I think that's really cool, especially for new people that are coming into the PlayStation ecosystem. They'll get a chance to play those amazing first-party games. For people who already own PS4s, like myself and Fabian, I mean, we more than likely own majority of those games, but there are some games on there that I will probably play day one on my PS5 just because I never got around to them. So I think the PS Plus collection is really good, but just it's completely different from the PS4 backwards compatibility that's apparently we're going to be getting on the PS5 here coming up pretty soon.
Fabian, as another PlayStation owner, man, tell me, what was the thing that excited you the most when you saw this?
Just the fact that you're able to play, because I like to replay my games. A good example is The Last of Us. I've replayed that game so many times. God of War, amazing. Uncharted 4, amazing. Do you know if The Last of Us 2 will be on there? Is that one of the titles that's going to be on there?
No, they said they're not going to do future first party games. It's just
Gotcha.
going to be those PS4 games. But The Last of Us remaster is part of the PS
Okay.
Plus collection.
Okay, the remastered is just amazing. So, yeah, I think for people that like to replay games and people that are just coming into PlayStation in general, the PS5, I think it's perfect. I think it's amazing. So,
I'm sorry, Fabian, we're not laughing. So, Steven is not allowed to message on Facebook anymore. Apparently,
And I was like, hey, Xbox is going to kill it because he said PS5 and Xbox came out 2 days of each other. So I said, I was like, yeah, and Xbox is going to kill it. And then I tried to text back and it said, you've been banned from chatting because of your misuse of words. Yeah.
My goodness.
So
Yep.
Facebook totally was like, nah, don't worry.
Nah,
We're
fam.
just gonna not let
you're
you
good.
text anymore.
You're good.
And I
You're good,
disagreed
man.
with the option. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Let me see if I can still message. Yeah, that happened. Oh, I can text it. Nope. It says you can't comment right now. To prevent any misuse, we temporarily restrict your account. Dang.
nah.
Yep, welcome to the party, because everybody that knows me, I tend to quote unquote shit post on my personal Facebook. So being banned is something I'm completely used to. Welcome.
Okay,
For
PlayStation, man. I mean, it. Were you excited any about this event?
I'm not. I mean, I'm Xbox. I mainly have PlayStation for exclusives, but I mean, the new Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm excited about that, and that's about it from that list.
God of War, dude. When I saw that teaser for God of War, oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
But
yes.
no, yeah, I am excited to see what the future like exclusives for PlayStation and these games. I usually am really into Resident Evil, but these past two just haven't really been like. I like how the old Resident Evil were. I don't really like how the new ones are, so I'm not really up for that. But no, yeah, it's looking good.
And Steven, man, tell me, what were your thoughts on this PlayStation event? I mean, was this the event that just destroyed Xbox?
no.
Why?
When you have, and the reason why I say that, okay, here's my thoughts, and they may be unpopular, but when you have a console that can play next gen games for $299, you're gonna have a bunch of people buying your lower priced console. If they want the better one, they can get the X. With this one specifically, it's like the difference between them was, I guess, I don't know, I can't remember the major differences between the two PlayStations, but it was like a disc drive or have everything on the console be digital. So it's like digital version or CD version. Do I think that the digital version should cost more or less than the CD-ROM one? I mean, everything's digital nowadays. On PC, dude, we don't use CDs. We have Steam, we have Origin, we have everything. Everything's digital. So why still offer a console that offers a CD option? Obviously, you want people like yourself, Max, who want to actually have the physical disc. But then you put that disc into the console and you still download the game and have to download all of the updates. So what is the fucking point of having that. Like, what is the actual point? Like, how about when you buy the game, the company sends you a voucher saying, "Hey, you bought it," and then that's it. Like, would that help you? Either way, all I'm saying is PlayStation 5. You get it for their exclusive single player games, which has always been their bread and butter. That's where you get the most out of PlayStation. Your Spider-Man games, your Final Fantasy games that come out for it, all your Uncharted games. God of War Ragnarok, all of those games, you get those and you're like, man, that's where PlayStation really shines. The thing that's exclusive stories for all of their games. They've got Gears of War and Halo. I don't recall and this is just from my outside looking in because I'm a PC gamer. I know of Xbox, but I'm like, those are the only two real exclusives that I know of for Xbox. And I know that Fabian will tell me more that they have, but those are the only two real big heavy hitters, in my opinion, that are big for Xbox. Now, with this new console being there, I think it's really good to have them, if they can get some exclusives under their belt for storyline games, it will help the rest of it. But you're seeing more and more people playing competitively, and that maybe that's Xbox's niche. Maybe they make more multiplayer competitive games, and that's where their niche is because of their communication between to affect Xbox as much as most people think. And I think that the difference between the two PlayStations is very minimal because you're still doing the same shit. So might as well just buy the cheaper version and just expand the memory. I think you can expand the memory, right? Or am I on that?
You can
Wrong on
with
that.
the-
You can.
So they haven't released what M.2s were going to be compatible because they said that not all M.2s were going to be compatible, but they will make sure that they have a wide variety. But M.2, and I think the starting hard drive space is going to be 872 gigabytes. Is that right, Winston? It's not one full terabyte.
825, I think.
Yeah, 825.
Yeah, 825.
Well, it is a terabyte drive, but they're allocating look like an 800 gig because it's a piece of software. It's not.
All go out and get a. We would have been able to all go out and get a PlayStation because they botched the pre-orders tremendous. I know. Hold on. I promise you we'll get to you into because I want to hear your story on this. This is exactly what happened here. So here we go. It's on my screen now. They announced, okay, hey guys, pre-orders, they're going to happen on the 17th. And they announced this on the 16th, I believe? Yeah, so they said, hey guys, you'll be able to start your pre-orders on tomorrow. Go ahead and get it. Get ready. Stay up. Get ready, guys. Well, Walmart, we'll go ahead and start with them, said, nah, we don't do that. Y'all go ahead and pre-order now. They legit put that on Twitter. Walmart said, nah, we don't do that. Y'all can go ahead and start pre-ordering now. And that was on the 16th, and next thing you know, everybody started following suit. So, Best Buy followed suit, GameStop followed suit. Everybody put out their pre-orders early, before the 17th. Besides PlayStation, if you put in your little PSN in there, then if they emailed you, then you were able to pre-order. But other than that, everybody else decided to release their pre-orders early. And like me, I was actually going to try to get one. I was legit going to try. I woke up and the first thing I saw was, I think Joe put a post and said, hey, man, they're out. They're out of they're out of PlayStations, guys. Sorry. So let's start with Winton. Winton, how were you able to go ahead and just jump in on a pre-order like that?
Man, can I give a shout out to? I want to give a shout out to a Twitter user Wario64. This dude, he constantly puts out links to like consoles and games and deals that are going on within the industry right out the gate, so that way people can get a jump on it and get their pre-orders in. That's how I was able to get my digital edition on Amazon. Right when the Amazon link dropped, he tweeted it. I went to the link, got my information in, boom, and I got my console. But before that, holy crap, man, that was the most stressful night I ever experienced, because you're sitting here, you don't even you're not expecting for everything to just drop, and then you have shitty Walmart just comes out of nowhere and be like, hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and do what we're not supposed to do, and then boom, it just caused mass chaos on the internet. And I don't know, I'm the type of person that you shouldn't have to sit behind a computer desk and press F5 60 million times in order to get a console pre-ordered.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to blame. I'm gonna put blame on retailers, but I'm gonna also put the blame on PlayStation as well too, because PlayStation back in July, when they did an interview with Jeff Keighley, they specifically said that they were going to give gamers a good amount of time to get to pre-order this console. And we didn't even get a 24-hour notice. We literally got like a 10-hour notice right after the freaking showcase ended. So I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't have went down that way. That's all I have to say. But kudos to the people that were able to get one. Hopefully now we just gotta cross our fingers that it arrives on day one, because right now it's not looking like that for me.
Yeah, Amazon, if you're one of the ones that were able to pre-order on Amazon, they did state that, hey, you pre-ordered it, but you might not be able to get it that day. They sent out mass emails actually letting people know that even though you pre-ordered it, that doesn't guarantee you a console. So,
it guarantees the day it's supposed to be released. Yeah.
So, Steven, these pre-orders, man, they're getting out of hand. Do you think that announcing these timed pre-orders, and I mean, is this the way to go? Do you think that there's a better way to go about this?
It's a tricky subject, because they're pre-orders is whatever. I mean, GameStop works off of pre-orders, dude. It tells them how many machines they need to make first drop, and they don't have the machines out yet. They don't know what the industry looks like. They don't know what the hype is. They don't know anything. So it allows the companies to say, okay, we're going to give you this many vouchers, and whoever gets them first gets them. And then we're going to send them out, and then we're going to just kind of time it out as they go along. It sucks. It sucks a lot, because it puts, I mean, the PlayStation one specifically was fucking ridiculous. The fact that they didn't tell you when the pre-order was actually going to drop, and then like they didn't tell you the exact time. Hey, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, this is what's going to happen. You knew the date, and then you had to figure it out and hope for the best is what they did, which is really poor managing on their side. And then, like Winton said, the retailers, like, don't put it out early just because you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll just no, because then you screw a whole bunch of people over. And retailers love to be the first to jump on it and have people buy from their site versus other people. What I think is, as eBay, these scalpers, to help against these scalpers, to help people combat, is to have eBay go through and say, oh, you're putting it on, like, give a delayed time, like give it a day or two for these pre-orders, to be able to list these pre-orders on your website for resale. So that way you don't have people just buy, or give it a week, or until the actual console comes out, like physically drop day, is that if it's a pre-order, don't let people sell their pre-orders on your website as a resale, because then you're screwing a whole bunch of people over, and all the scalpers are going to come in, and it's just going to be this big hassle. You're causing so much problem with that. So, yeah, I think that's really on the industry itself. It's just let eBay not allow for those types of things to happen until launch day. Have retailers stick to their guns on all of that, and then have the company itself list the damn time that they're supposed to be done, and then penalize those companies that don't abide by it, because they don't really. I mean, I haven't seen anybody get penalized for doing early pre-order sales. Like, what are they going to do? You know, so I think that legal action sometimes needs to take precedence in that, because it pisses a lot of people off, and it also looks bad on your brand. So
Definitely. That's
just my thought.
Well, TJ, then this goes to you, because Xbox, they actually kind of did a little smart out tweet. They said, hey, our pre-orders are done on the 22nd, and yes, we will do it on the exact time that we said that we're going to do it. Now, they also stated that if any retailer pushes out the new Xbox Series X and Series S pre-orders early, that they would actually lower the inventory all the way up to 0, not working with the company anymore on pre-orders if they decide to do this early. Do you think that that's the right move to do? I mean, to prevent any future damages like this, so people actually have a chance to get to the console?
I mean, I think it's a little extreme, but at the same time, I guess I get it, because I guess if they were to do that, I imagine the chaos that it caused for like Sony trying to figure out what was going on. So, I mean, I get it. I understand it. Like, as far as cutting off that company completely, that may be a little extreme, and that might maybe lose some of their revenue, because now they're not going to get anything from them. But, I mean, it could go either way, really. Like, yes, I understand, but no, that's harsh.
Yeah. Well, Fabian, I mean, I know, because I always stated, I was telling you, yeah, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna go ahead and give me a PlayStation. I woke up and I didn't even have the opportunity to go ahead and do that. I mean, think about the normal consumer where they get told something, yeah, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do it on that day, and they never had a chance. And PlayStation, Sony, they apologize for that. Do you think just an apology is the right thing to do, and just say, hey, you know, we're sorry that they did this?
I don't think that's good enough. I mean, they should have had more control. I don't think retailers should have the authority to say, well, we're just going to do it earlier, so go ahead and start pre-ordering. That messes everything up, especially for everybody that planned on getting the console or pre-order the console on the specific time that it was said. Because now you have everybody, pretty much people that were actually planning to get it, not get it.
Yeah.
And now this chaos, you see people now selling their console on eBay, like Steven was saying, for like $800, $900 for the pre-order resale, quote unquote. So that's like, come on, man, that's just messed up. Yeah, I'm glad that Xbox or Microsoft is saying that they're gonna stick to their guns. Nobody's gonna do the whole, pretty much what Sony did, what happened with Sony. Everything should be in order. That's how it should be. And it's pretty messed up that big companies like Walmart, I mean, just messed everything up. It just really messed everything up. Like, Twitter went chaotic after that tweet. So I can only imagine how chaotic it was. I mean, I wanted to get one. I was kind of on the fence about it for the digital PlayStation 5, but after that, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm just going to continue to add on that, because there was a lot that happened with this pre-order. So Sony they did apologize. They did say, hey guys, you know what? We're sorry. But we promise you, we guarantee you that you will still be able to go, that we will have more PlayStation 5s on launch date. And from what I've heard, I don't know exactly how many, but I think they actually purchased a bunch of planes to actually air deliver more consoles, which is